Hi all, my name's Meg and this is Meg Plays Games. I'm pretty new to YouTube, so I do apologize in advance for any newbiness or derpiness. Today I'm playing Niche, a genetic survival game. It's early access and it's in its alpha version 0.1.5. Despite being early access, it actually has quite a few features and hours of fun gameplay. One of the newest features they've implemented is more islands to breed your animals on. So this is a starter island, and once you're ready, you can move on to one of two other islands. I personally want to avoid the Valley of Death because it does look quite ominous. The goal of Niche is basically to start a pack, have them survive and explore their islands. Where the genetics come into play is with each animal's immunity genes. There are also different traits that you can pass down, but a big important feature is making sure that immunity genes between mates don't overlap. This is because if an animal has two of the same genes, it gets sick more often and therefore has a shorter lifespan. This is our starter couple, the founders of our pack, Eve and Adam. With every new Niche game, these are your starting animals, and we've grown quite attached to them. Each animal gets a certain amount of energy points per turn, so adults get 3 energy points, which you can see on their chests here. However, our turns are also limited by food, seen over here. If you move your animals around without food, they do tend to, they will starve, and this also takes chunks out of their health, so you don't want to do this. So a big aim of every turn is to collect as much food as possible. We're going to start our breeding with Adam and Eve. I just want to adjust our mutation menu. In this mutation menu, you can prioritize certain genes in your offspring. I really love the poisonous fangs that Adam carries, and since I often don't find them in the wild when we find new pack mates, I like to prioritize it in the beginning so that a lot of his descendants will carry the gene. So there we breed the two. Females need to be on a nest in order to give birth, otherwise they can still move around the map, but they won't actually give birth to their pup. I'm going to send Adam on a little adventure in hopes of finding more food sources and more pack members. So there's nothing left to do on this turn. Also, sometimes if you have more animals and you want to see who still has energy, their heads move around when you move your cursor around. I'm going to go on to the next day now. Every animal comes into this world with a little squeak. So this is Tararo, Adam and Eve's first baby. He doesn't have the fangs that his father carries, but he does have them as a recessive trait. Unfortunately, he also has the no paw, which is essentially a crippled paw that has no use to the animal. However, he is still a cutie. On the day they're born, they can't leave the nest. However, the mother is able to move to other nests if she wants to breed some more. So I can actually probably do this with Adam and Eve now. Found another berry bush. As you can see, it's easy to move when there's tiles available, but it becomes a bit more difficult when there's more bush. I do like to keep this grass around here because this is where a lot of new pack members spawn. So I'm just going to move Adam here to collect some food. As you see, she hasn't given birth because she wasn't on the nest overnight. There's our first rustling bush. So this could either be a carnivore, a bunny, or a new pack member. The carnivores are usually preempted by a growl when the sun rises, so it's either a bunny or a new pack member. So let's investigate. Unfortunately, it's a bunny. And while these bunnies are adorable and cute, they are also some of the game's biggest trolls because they get your hopes up about a new pack member and turn out to just be leading you astray. They're also a great food source, so because of their trolling, I feel less bad about snacking on them. So let's just get Adam moving about. And you'll see here, Tararo has his first little energy point, so he can leave the nest, but he can't do much else yet. Rain is always great because it essentially restocks the berry bushes and makes sure there's more food on them. And here is the new offspring. Her name is Anasi. She also doesn't have the fangs, but luckily she has 2 runner's legs, which is great. Just checking what I want her mom to do this turn. Let's just open up some grass around here. Some more berry bushes, which is great again for food. That was a rustling bush, but it is likely that that was a bunny because it's right next to the berry bush. So I'm just going to collect some more food. There isn't much more to do. I'm going to put little Anasi up here and move on to our next turn. As you can see, the bush isn't rustling anymore, which again points to it having been a bunny, because when these bushes stop rustling or the rustling moves, it's usually a bunny moving around. So I'm gonna collect some food and just get Adam and Eve to breed again. Oh dear. I'm gonna have to wait another turn for Eve to have her baby. Just collect some more food here. I do really want to find some more pack members to add some genetic diversity to the pack, because the children, when they grow up, will need mates of their own. So let's move Eve here. Here's another rustling bush, so we're going to investigate. Hopefully it's a new pack member. And it is. This adorable face is called a Spitznarr. And I always laugh when I see it because it is actually like, what is going on with this face? But they're endearing as well, and you're really happy to find this face when you're looking for new pack members. This is called a Spitznarr, and it often comes with animals in the wild. So yes, she doesn't carry the blind eye gene, which a lot of the wild pack members we discovered do. So she's got some quite great skills like a berry paw and a claw, which adds to her effectiveness as a pack member. Unfortunately, she does have immunity gene F, which I just call immunity gene 11. I just name them by the shapes because it's easier for reference for me. Which means she's not really a compatible mate for Tararo, despite them not being related at all. Adam also has this gene, so I can't mate them together really, especially since they're in different slots. Hers is in the top slot. His is, never mind, but his is in the second slot, and I find when you mate pairs like that, they tend to double up on the immunity genes. So the immunity genes are a big deterrent against incest in the game, besides the other obvious reasons. The game does plan to implement a family tree later on, A lot of people are looking forward to this, but I'm not sure I really want to see all my animals familial lines, because eventually the more you breed, the more confusing it gets about who's related to who, and I don't want to have notice that I'm breeding cousins or something. I rather try to focus on their immunity genes. So yes, I'm gonna send our little Anasira out exploring as well, and hopefully she can find some more pack members. Adam does need to breed some more with Eve. Oh, she found a berry bush. So that we can have quite a strong base for the pack, and I would really like one of the babies to finally get these poison fangs. So let's see, we have another little female, and she has the fangs. Her name is Solara. Let's see if I can get a view of her. There we go, and you can see her little fangs there, so that's great. She's also missing immunity gene F, which is great because we don't want too many pack members to have it, but currently she doesn't really have a viable mate, and I definitely do not want to mate her with her brother. So I'm just gonna collect some food, do the usual, and really hope that some new pack members show up. I'm likely to have Adam and Eve breed a bit more. I just have to watch their lifespans. The animals can breed up to their last day. There is no infertility with age. Oh, we have a rustling bush. Let's see what that is. Ah, it's the trolling bunnies again. Okay, so we have all the food we can collect. Onto the next turn. Here's some great rain again, which restocks our food supplies. Yay. I like to snack on the bunnies as well so that they can't troll me with hopes of a new pack member. I'm gonna send out Adam this way. I love as they grow, their fangs become more and more prominent. So Solara is looking pretty adorable right now. Acorns are another source of food, and they drop next to these trees. They give 2 units of food, which is quite great. I'm gonna move little Solara over there as well to help her mom out, except I can't see her anymore. Oh, there she is on the beach. So you just collect some food over here. I see Anasi is fully grown now. It's really unfortunate that we haven't found any new males though. Here's another berry bush. So we're doing well with food, but we're struggling to find pack members, which is quite a problem. Let's see, let's just get Eve over here and move on to the next turn. I don't like to spend all the energy points of each animal on every turn, because this does waste food, so I will move on to the next day if there's not much else to do. Oh dear, what is happening? There's another bush. I'm going to try. Oh, so many bunnies! I'm going to try move Eve back to Adam so that they can have another baby. Food is actually quite abundant on this island, which is great for breeding and exploring. Oh dear, there's 2 rustling bushes. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure I'll get to them with all this grass around here. It might be bunnies though, so I'm gonna explore. No, troll bunnies again. I do find when you kill bunnies, they tend to go quiet for a while, essentially go underground. These are all rustling bushes near berries, so it is very... Yep, it's bunnies. I think we have a bunny infestation actually. Because this is definitely more bunnies than I've ever seen. Collect some food. You, Adam, need to find us some more pack members. So let's explore this bush. It could very well be a bunny, or hopefully it's a new... Nope, it's a bunny. The niche gods aren't looking down at us with a favor today. They seem to really want us to be stressing about the genetic diversity of our pack. Oh, which reminds me, I forgot to actually breed Eve with Adam, so I need to get these two back together so that they can have one last final pup. Oh dear. I have made a terrible mistake. So Anasi and Eve look very similar. So it looks like I accidentally bred Anasi. Let's see, this is where the family tree is great not to have. Oh dear. So yeah, I guess that happened. We'll see the results in the next turn. Just kill off this bunny. And we have quite a little cutie over here. I can't say that. And he has okay immunity genes, which is great. Considering his father is also his brother? No, it's his uncle, dad, I don't know. Let's not dwell on it too long. But luckily the pack member is healthy. So let's get these guys moving around again. Let's get Eve back to her mate. Dear, I'm really struggling to find mates, compatible mates with these animals. Yes! We have a new pack member and he's a male. His name's Kadukta. He is carrying the recessive blind trait, which a lot of these wild pack members do, but otherwise he's shanky great. He brings in immunity I, which is a new gene that our pack doesn't have. So I am immediately... No, that's Eve. Who can I breed him with? I'm gonna breed him with Anasi. Because their genes don't overlap. Yay. Let's keep them moving. He also has his beautiful blue eyes, which I hope he passes down. Let's just move Anasi in the vicinity so she can get pregnant already. Oh dear, I'm not sure if that's audible to you, but there was a growl, which means there's likely a carnivore in the vicinity. And since that's a rustling bush, it is very likely that that is the carnivore. And it's near our poor little Kirkiri or whatever. I'm just going to call him Kirk. So I'm gonna move him just away from there so that he doesn't get hurt. And I'm going to send Kadukta in to save the day because he has 4 strength. There we go. We've revealed the carnivore. The thing about carnivores is if you don't go to them, they will come to you. It is good to have a few pack members to take on the carnivore. I'm not going to attack with Kadukta yet, because he only has 1 turn, so he won't be able to kill the carnivore in that turn. And when we switch to the next day, the carnivore will hurt him. So I am just going to collect some food, and see if there's more pack members we can move in that vicinity. However, but Eve's priority is to get to Adam. There we go. I'm gonna end off the episode there, and with the suspenseful scene, and I will see you all next time.